So welcome to the day 3 session of Selenium with C hash by 5 Elements Learning. Today we are going to talk about the concept of arithmetic operators, the Boolean operators, the if and the switch decision making statements, and the while and for looping statement. So the most commonly used arithmetic operators are the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the mod operator. So addition to division are pretty much same as we have seen. Mod operator basically returns back to us the remainder value which is remaining after the division is performed. So that is the function of the mod operator, or also known as the remainder operator. So let's see a small program telling us that. For that we are going to have a look at this calculator program. In this we have created two digits A and B, and C an integer value. So C first holds the value of addition, then subtraction, multiplication, division, and finally the mod operator. So when I run this program, one second, I have to change the project setting. So we get addition as 30, subtraction as -10, multiplication as 200, division as 0, and mod as 10. Okay. So when we divide 10 by 20, basically it will multiply by 0 and the remainder value which will be available to us is 10. So that is what the mod operator output is. And division basically gives 0 because we are taking an integer value. If we would have taken a double value, then we would have received some value like 0.5. So now moving on to the next set of operator which works with the number data type are basically the shortcut arithmetic operator. The purpose of the shortcut arithmetic operator are it is plus equal to, minus equal to, multiply equal to, divide equal to. So it basically performs the operation and update the original value itself. So it is to be written as like this. If I say a plus equal to 10, then this is to be expanded as a is equal to a plus 10. A minus equal to 10 is to be expanded as a is equal to a minus 10. A multiplied equal to 10 is to be expanded as a equal to a into 10. Similarly, a divided equal to 10 is to be expanded as a equal to a by 10. So they basically perform the operation and update the original value of a itself. That is our shortcut arithmetic operator. So let's see a small program. Int a equal to 5, b equal to 10. If I say a plus equal to b, what would be the value of a? Value of a would be a is equal to 5 plus 10. So a would be equal to 15. Then a is equal to a minus equal to b. Now in this case, a is equal to a minus b, which is equivalent to a is equal to 15 minus 10, which is 5. So we need to understand that now the A value is no longer 5 but 15. So this is the shortcut assignment operator. Now in here, what is the value of A? Value of A is 5. So here A would become 50. And here the value of A now is 50, so A would become 5 again. So this is the output which we should receive when we run this program, which works with the shortcut assignment operator. So these are the values as we discussed printed. Then the next is the prefix and the postfix operator. Let's have a look at it. So these are also known as pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement, post-decrement operators. So pre-increment is represented as plus plus A. So if A is 5, B is equal to plus plus A. The idea is increase, then assign. So A would become 6, B would also become 6. Post increment basically says A plus plus, first assign, then increase. So if A is equal to 5 and B is equal to A plus plus, then B would become 5, A would become 6. Similarly, we have pre-decrement operators, which is equivalent to minus minus A. First decrease, then assign. So in here, if A is 5, B is equal to minus minus A would become 4, B would also become 4. Then we have post decrement operator, which is represented as A minus minus. First assign, then decrease. So A is equal to 5, B is equal to A minus minus. B becomes 5, A becomes 4. These are our pre-increment, pre-decrement, post-increment, post-decrement operators. Generally, we find their usage in the for loop statement. And the last set of operators with the arithmetic are the comparison operators, which basically are less than. So the output of comparison operators is basically a Boolean value, a true or false. So less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, equal to, and not equal to. These are the examples available and the output expected. So if you have any questions for the arithmetic operator, let me know.
Yeah, sure. It's fine. Yep. So far it's fine. Yeah.
For it's fine. Okay.
Yep.
Now the next set of operators are the Boolean operators. They work with the Boolean variable. So we have got not operator, the and operator, the or operator, and the XOR operator, or the exclusive or operator. So the truth table of these operators are, so if we have two values, A is true, B is true, this is true, A is false, B is true, this is still true. This is still true only and only if both A and B are false. It will return us the false statement. Otherwise, if either of the condition is true, it will return us the true statement. Then we have the AND statement. We have A, and B. If A is true, it is true. If A is false, B is true, it is false. If A is true, B is false, it is still false. If both of them are false, it is false. So only and only if both A and B are true, it will return us true. Then we have got the NOT operator, A, not A. Then we have the XOR operator. A, this is the symbol. If A is true, B is true, it is false. If A is false, B is true, it is true. If it's true, it's false, it is still true. If both of them are false, it is false. So purpose of the exclusive or the XOR operator is that if either of the flag is opposite of the another, we will return a true value. Now Boolean operators are generally used where we have to concatenate more than one condition. So let's say I have this condition A greater than B and not C equal to D, where A is equal to 4, B is equal to 10, C is equal to -1 and D is equal to +1. So if this is the condition to be evaluated with help of the Boolean variable, which basically concatenate two conditions together, let me know what is the output which we will get.
Okay, here it will be A greater than B, which is false, and so false and not C -1 equals, that is also false. So false and false, basically it is false. So it is false.
So 4 greater than 10 and -1
-1 not.
equal to 1. Okay. So 4 greater than 10 is false. Since this is false, it doesn't matter whatever is the output of this condition. It would actually be true. So the output would be false. Okay. So
Yep.
this is the type of Boolean expression which we can evaluate. So depending upon what kind of programs and the conditions are there in the program for decision making, we are able to solve them. So let's try to do a question. Ask user to enter a number So this is the question. Write down the program to solve this. You have 5-10 minutes. Please do that.
Yep.
Done?
Yeah. Yes, I did. There was just going through that.
Shall we proceed?
Probably you want to see my screen.
I'll do that a little later.
Okay.
So we have then if decision making statement. We have first simple if. Simple if basically is if condition, and if condition is true, a set of statements are executed. Then we have if else. So if condition, if the condition is true, a set of statements are executed, otherwise it will go to the else block. Then we have multiple if else. So if condition 1, else if condition 2, else if condition 3, else. So if either of the conditions is true, that is executed, otherwise it will go to the else block and execute a set of statements. Then we have got the nested if block where we have a main condition. Inside the main condition, we could have a sub condition. Inside the sub condition, we could further have further sub conditions. Then we could have an else for it. Then we could have an else for it. So this is the nested if. Now let's see an example of it. In this program, first we will see multiple if question. Ask user to enter a grade. If the grade is entered between 81 to 100 marks, the grade is A. If marks are entered between 61 to 80, the grade is B. If it's 41 to 60, the grade is C. If it is less than equal to 40 and between 0, then the person is basically fail. And if anything is less than 0 or greater than 100, then that marks are invalid. So to solve this problem, you will see that we use the multiple if else if block, and we will be using the Boolean operator in here to evaluate the condition. So we create a variable marks, we ask the user to enter the marks, and we read the marks from the console. Then this is our condition. If marks is greater than 80 and marks is less than equal to 100, then we print grade A. Else if marks is greater than 60 but marks is less than equal to 80, then we print grade B. If the marks are greater than 40 but less than equal to 60, then we print grade C. Else we print fail. And finally we print invalid if any such marks are entered which are not within the either of the conditions. So let's run this program. So enter the marks. Let me enter -10. I'll get invalid. Let me run the program again. Now here enter the marks. Let's enter 78. I'll get grade B, and so on and so forth. This could be solved. Now let's take a small assignment problem. So we have to have three geometrical figures. If the person has entered 1, it has to be treated as a square. Person has entered 2, a rectangle. Person has entered 3, a triangle. Accordingly, ask user to provide measurements of the sides. Find the parameter of the geometrical entity. This is one question which you have to do, and then there is another question. Given the following matrix, find the tax an individual has to pay. If the person is male, income is between 0 to 50,000, the tax is 0%. If the income is between 50,000 to 1 lakh, the tax is 10%. Any other value which is greater than, the tax is to be 20%. Similarly, if the person is female, The tax increment है, the tax percentage is changed. So these are the two questions. You will see that in both these questions you will have to use a different type of a if. Here male treat as
Mhm.
0, female treat as 1, or you can say male as 1 and female as 2, because I have not yet taught you strings. Okay, so
Yes.
solve this problem, these two problems, and then I will together see the all three assignments which I have given to you so far.
Okay.
Is it clear? The mistake you were doing?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So the not, yep,
Yeah. And they have to be in brackets.
and the bracket. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, show me the measurement
And
one.
then, the measurement one.
You have to first change the
Copy and
program.
again. Option. Good. So like the perimeter is like 4A. So
Hmm.
in this way we'll get it. The only thing is I didn't write the same choice. If we can go back, we can do that as well. And now
Yeah, that's
we'll
fine.
have to just come out of the,
This is fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's
is like
fine.
2 into,
Yeah, length plus breadth. That's okay.
yeah.
So what about the tax one?
That's when I didn't get time to check it.
Okay, no
So I
problem.
was,
Just
I
have,
came back to,
just
yeah.
let me have a look at the code. You can complete
Okay.
that later.
No, I didn't start. I didn't start actually.
Okay, didn't start. Okay, no
Okay.
problem. So you can
Yeah.
complete that later. The idea is that you know
Yep.
that
Yep.
which for loop to you, which if to use
Yep.
where. Okay.
Yep.
So putting you back on mute again.
Yep.
So next is the switch statement. Switch is generally used in situations where we have got our cases or conditions well defined. Okay. So in those places we use the switch statement. Let's see an example. Here we are trying to calculate the tax of an individual based upon his marital status. So if the marital status of the person is single, we are treating it as case 0, then the tax is 10%. If it is married, we are treating it as case 1, tax is 5%. If he is widowed, we are treating him as case 2, the tax is 15%. Sorry, this is separated. If the it's widowed, then we are treating it as case 3 and the tax is 2%. Else we say that we do not know that status which you have entered. So the default will get executed if none of the case above matches. And if either of the case match, that case statement will get executed. After that, it encounters this break keyword, which will make it come out of this particular switch case condition block of code. So this is the syntax of the switch statement. Switch status, depending upon whether the status takes value of 0, 1, 2, 3 or no value, that is default, we will be able to run the program and get the respective output. So let's say it's 3 and sorry, to do it again. So first is income. Let's say income is this and the status is 3, then the tax is this, okay? Similarly, you can try to execute it for the default case. So this is the syntax for the switch case block of code. Now let's come to the looping statements. Looping statements are used in situations where we have to repeat a certain section of the code again and again until a condition is met. In here we have got two kinds of loop, while loop and the for loop. While loop is used in such conditions where we basically find that the iteration is event based, while read from database records until end of file is reached, while read from file until end of file is reached, and so on and so forth. So syntax is like this. Let's say int I equal to 0, while I is less than 10. I want to print I increment I and close it. So it will print values from 0 to 9, and the minute it encounters 10, 10 less than 10 will give it a false, so it will come out of the while loop. The same in the for loop would be like this: for int I equal to 0, semicolon, I less than loop continuation condition, I plus plus. It could also be in the decrement order and so on and so forth. So this is the syntax of for loop and while loop. Let's see a small program just to understand the syntax as mentioned. And for a for loop, this is the syntax. Now knowing all of this, let's take a small program to write now. Write a program which accepts an integer from the end user and finds whether the integer entered is odd or even. If a value entered is negative, the program stops execution, else it continues asking for new value. So this is the assignment problem. It will use almost all what we have read so far. Is this clear?
Yeah.
So go ahead and implement it. You can leave that
Okay.
text problem one, implement this one. It is, as you can see, it would be loop plus decision making. Also,
Okay.
will be usage of the break statement. So attempt this. You have around 15 minutes for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, Ajit.
Yep. So actually, I forgot the syntax for the switch case. So I
Switch
just
case may
try
not
to
be
do it.
required.
Okay, so I tried with if else,
Mm-hmm.
but we need to come out right for the negative. So for that, you need a break statement. No?
So where is the loop?
Um,
The person has to keep on entering a number until the number provided is negative, right? So there is an iteration
okay,
happening.
so we can use a while loop. Okay, okay.
So this enter the number is inside the while loop and it is while true. Okay, because you will
Mm-hmm.
keep on iterating.
Mm-hmm.
So let's first just do it for iterating until you encounter a negative. Okay, just to make it
Okay.
simple. So you should always try
Mm-hmm.
this. Always try a smaller
Mm-hmm.
portion and then try to add further things. So here we read the number,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
So here you are reading the number.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is while true, it will keep on reading the number, right? It will not stop.
Yep.
So here
Yep.
we have to say if num less than 0, we have to simply break. That's it. Else let's not do anything.
Okay.
So is this running? This is the one set.
Yeah. No. Probably. I think it's for the other one. I just given the problem. Now here it is. It should be fine. I think this is for the. It's looking for one curly brace.
Is this program even or odd? Switch
Yeah,
case.
yeah. So I think we can remove that. That's fine.
See?
Okay.
So this will cause an error. Wait a second, let me run it again. Right? So it has entered -10. It has break. Else, now if it is not a negative value, then you say if num mod 2
Okay. equals 0.
equal to 0, you print number is even.
Yep.
Else simple, if it is not even, it is odd.
Yep. Yep.
So we always try to solve a part of the problem, then we combine it with other problems to solve it. Okay. I mean, then we combine the rest of the program to solve
Yep.
and find the complete solution.
I think you need one quiz. One more. Yeah, got it.
Fine.
Yep.
So this is how you would solve your problem. Now let's take some assignments
Yep.
to practice more such concepts. And basically the idea is to practice logic reasoning.
Yep.
The Fibonacci series is where sum of next number, where basically the next number in the series is sum of the previous two numbers.
Yep. Yep.
If the person is employed from 0 to 2, the performance index is between 0 to 3, the appraisal is 0%. If it is 2 to 5, performance index is between 3 to 5, then it is 10%. If it is 0 to 2, then person is basically employed and the performance, okay, this is it. Yeah, that's it.
What is 0 to 2?
0 to, okay, yeah, sorry. If the person is employed for 0 to 2 years
Okay.
and the index is between 0 to 3, then the appraisal is 0%. If the person is employed for 0 to 2 years and index is 3 to 5, then it is 10%.
Okay.
Okay, these are the assignment problems you have to do. Fine.
Okay. And for the extremes, to find the type, right? Can you just, because I tried, I couldn't really get the way to get the type of the number.
Say that again.
Yeah, yesterday there was one program given to find the type of the value entered.
Get
Can you
type.
show me how to? Yeah, but I
Okay.
tried get type, but I couldn't get that.
Then Google it.
Okay.
Okay. Google it, you will find the
Yep.
answer. So that's all we have for today, and I have shared the assignment problems with you. Practice them. Okay. So tomorrow we won't be having a
Yes.
class. The next class will be on Monday.
For tomorrow we don't have it. Okay.
No. So you practice all
Okay.
these assignments, send it to me over the weekend for evaluation,
Yep.
and then from
Fine.
Monday we will resume. So I'll send the invite
Okay.
again, and video etc. material I'll share shortly with you.
Okay. Fine.
Okay then,
Yeah.
Sajid.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.